I moved to Chicago. Hi guys. I should say hello darlings, because I don't know, I love people who say hello darling, and like that's why I wanted to change all my socials to darling. I'm trying to make a thing. I'm trying to make fetch happen, but darling adjacent. Anyway, thanks for tuning into another video. Today's a little different than my usual stuff. Today we're going to be talking about how I moved to Chicago. I actually have been pretty good. It's not my full personality, although it is. It's not super apparent. I don't know. I've been very mindful in my time here so far. It's just like I just like want to soak it in and like experience it like firsthand and like not worry about like documenting everything. So it's just like literally I've been so like not offline, but just like really just enjoying my time here, trying to stay focused. So yeah, today we're gonna be talking about my move to Chicago, all the things that kind of happened leading up to it, that kind of thing, like moving to a new city, the whys and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're interested, keep on watching and we'll get into the video. Just a few talking points that I have about moving to a new city. First off, if you've ever thought about it or if you think it's a good idea, this is your sign to go do it. I can't tell you, like of course you have to set yourself up to be in the right position to move to a new city, because that's a task in and of itself. Moving is especially across states or internationally, it's such a time-consuming task to do, to get it set up and put all your ducks in a row. So I will say that. But like if you're thinking about it and you kind of have the means to do it, or just like you want to make it happen, again, this is your sign to go do it. I have been wanting and talking about moving to Chicago for maybe like 2 years, ever since I like came here and first visited. So it literally I like wanted to like not talk about it anymore. I just wanted to do it, and then the time came and like I really kind of had to do it and really decide like where I wanted to be, and so that's how I ended up here. And so I've been here not even a month. Actually, no, it'll be a month tomorrow on the 1st of May. From April is my first full month here. So yes, it's been a long time coming. Speaking of kind of the lore behind it, so it was like a couple years back, I had just like gone through a breakup, and kind of I knew I wanted to focus on myself for sure. I wanted to like, do all the things I always talked about doing for myself. I wanted to decide where I wanted to move, because for me, I'd always wanted to move out of my hometown, always. It's like not to like shit on my hometown, because it's like when you're gone away you see like the value of it, but it's just like it's the same old. Like I wanted to see more of the world. Like I've always wanted to travel, and last year I got the insane privilege to travel internationally to London and Paris for the first time, and that was such an experience, and I'm so grateful for it. So yeah, I wanted, like the way I kind of had like set it up in my mind is I wanted to do like mini trips. So instead of like a long trip, like one place to like kind of scout and look, I wanted to do just like little mini weekend trips, so I could do it kind of like it would be a little bit more feasible with work and taking PTO and taking off. So that's what I started to do, and I was able to do Miami, which I love. I love a good beach, but Florida is just not a city, or Florida is not a state that I could ever live in. It's just too muggy. I don't like hot weather like that all the time. I tried New York, which I don't know, it's just like, it's a great city. I think it's great for shopping. It just didn't feel like my place. And coincidentally, I did visit Chicago before New York, but Chicago just really, I'd always wanted to write the L. I'd always wanted to touch the bean, which is technically Cloudgate. And I really just fell in love with it. I thought it was just the most gorgeous place. Like, clean for a city. It felt clean enough. I love the river and the river walk, and just like, I will say, of course, it was not a full winter. It hadn't snowed then. It was like November the first time that I went. I think they had just gotten their first snow as I was leaving. And so I just stayed for a weekend with a family friend who was so gracious enough to give me their, let me stay with them. And so I really got like a quick little experience, and I just like really fell in love, and I wanted to come back. And so I got, again, like, I know traveling is such a privilege, and like I really like worked hard and like really prioritized like my ability to do it. I was literally thinking, I'll get into it later in the video, but it's like, I wouldn't care to work. I only care to go on vacation, quite literally, and not twice a year type shit. I need multiple trips a year. Like, I just know that about me as a person. So yeah, I got to then travel a couple more times to Chicago, and just every time I just enjoy this place so much. And being here is honestly so surreal. It's literally like, I did move out of my hometown one time before, but it was a 30-minute drive away from my hometown. It wasn't too far. And so literally just being here is like so surreal. It's like, it's beginning to be real for sure. Like, I know I live here, like I know I get to see this place, but sometimes like I was just at the Adler Planetarium, and I saw like I'd been to the Navy Pier before, but like seeing from that view, it was just like, again, it's just like so breathtaking and fun, and I love it. And it's just, oh, I love it. So moving here was kind of a little odd. I had like been searching on like TikTok and like the internet and things like that, trying to get some more information. So I had found this like broker through a TikTok, and I started to use that, and like the process was kind of like a little misunderstood. I feel bad because at first I had my broker kind of running around a lot of places, and and I wasn't either, like I like ask more questions, and like someone had already like viewed it and applied, and then so I couldn't do that anymore, and there were just like so many like specifications that weren't working. So like when it came down really to crunch time, when I kind of really had to say, okay, I have to move in like less than a month. I picked the cheapest place that was on their website, told them to go tour the place, and then I applied and got approved. And I was like, at that point I was hoping to be approved, of course, but I was not sure what would happen. So yeah, and then with that, I had to see if my job would let me work remote, and it was kind of like a wishy-washy answer, just a tiny bit. And then when it came down to it, the final answer was no, they needed someone who worked in office. So unfortunately, we had to part ways, which I thought was, in my employee, I was like, that's so stupid. Like, I'm just like, my job could totally be done remote, but that's just my opinion. So, and it obviously didn't matter. So with this like past month, I've been working on my resume. I just got that finished up. Just trying to focus on like doing little by little every day, just like getting out of the house every day, making sure I'm working on the things I need to be, like whether that be certifications on like LinkedIn Learning, or Asana had like a free certificate thing that I saw on TikTok, so I've been doing that. So really just staying busy, putting applications, like working on part-time things. It's like have an exciting announcement hopefully sometime soon with another thing that I've been like kind of prepping and thinking about. That kind of seems a little bit more feasible here. So yeah, just putting out feelers and taking a risk is honestly like the craziest thing. I toyed around with the idea of just like really banking on myself, and like quitting my job and just really like doing it all. But like that's what it has ended up being. Like I quit my job. I have a good nest egg, but I want to stay productive and really use this time to like focus in on like my personal projects, whether that being YouTube, whether that being TikTok, and like the fashion part of it. So it's really been quite an experience, like taking that risk on myself. And it's like, it's all calculated and smart, but it's really just like a big confidence boost in the same breath, because it's like knock on wood, it's like 2 weeks consistent on my posting on YouTube. It's like I just finished my social media calendar for the next month, so I can like stay focused on my TikTok and really grow that there. It's like, go follow me on all that stuff, it's linked below. Anyway, so yeah, like taking a risk on yourself and like what you want and everything it's I think and that's just in my constant feed of positive affirmations, but I think like pursuing your passion in life is the biggest like gift you can give yourself. And that doesn't only go towards the space of content creation, just like every job and labor deserves respect. Yeah, I've just been taking this time to do that kind of stuff. It really is just like me putting pressure on myself, find myself even more actually gonna go for your goals, or are you just gonna say the things that you want and never pursue them? Looking out for my future selves and taking a risk. That's kind of like the lore, the backstory. Chicago is such a great, totally am like dependent on public transport, which is great here. I feel like I understand the bus systems. Like, of course, Maps is really easy to navigate. Like, I've just been kind of like bouncing around like all the different coffee places, sweet treats. Dinner and drinks is something I definitely need to get back into, but it's like, you know, trying to save money until I get something at least part-time. You know, on meal prep and cooking at home. So it's just like all these little things here and there, but Chicago is just so beautiful. It's like, and if I had a dime, if I had $1 for every time someone told me it was cold, but literally my first week here, it was pretty freaking cold. It was like 40, but like with the wind, it was just so unexpected, and then it would be cold in my apartment. I swear, hot showers were like my best friend. Now it's kind of gradually getting a little bit nicer, a little bit more springtime, so we're looking forward to my first Chicago summer, the first Chicago everything, like my first Chicago birthday, my first Chicago holiday. It's just like every little thing is just like so special, and I just like get to experience something so new, and it's just like such a great feeling. And that's why, God, I'm literally tearing up. Oh my God, it's just like I'll be somewhere and I would just like feel like so calm and at peace, and like this is the place where I was meant to be and meant to do these things. And like that is such a special experience. I really just like, oh my gosh, I wish everyone has that. Like oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, look at me getting all emotional. So yeah. Also, I am all for Q&As. I will be posting more often. So if you guys have questions, like DM me here, drop questions down below. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, whatever you feel like. It's all linked down below. I would love to answer more questions, especially specific questions to you guys, so I can put together more videos and things like that. My TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all down below. Go follow me, ask me questions if you're curious about anything like moving. I can make like a TikTok about that. You've seen me do before. So yeah, I would just love to put together a Q&A type of video anywhere I have a platform. So yes, thank you guys for watching. I hope you will tune in, like, subscribe to my channel. I will be posting every Thursday, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.